March is here, and as always with Gacha games, a new month means a new game. So I want to go through all the games that have official releases coming in March, or that we suspect may have a release or a beta coming in March as well. And if I do miss out on any, please leave it in the comments, and I'll leave a pinned comment with any other good games that I did miss from this list. But let's get into it. First up is AFK Journey, which is releasing on the 27th. Now, I am genuinely excited for this game. I've played AFK Arena for about 5 years on my first YouTube channel. I have actually created a new YouTube channel for AFK Journey, so if you are interested in this game, I'll leave that in the description and the pinned comment, and you can go sub up to that one, and I'm starting a content flow with that. Now, this game has been in like a limited soft launch type system for probably 6 months to a year now, and this is going to be the official launch of the game on the 27th. Now, people always ask about these servers and stuff like that. Now, with the soft launch, I believe it is going to be separated servers, so you're not going to be competing against people who have had a year's head start. I always appreciate it when games do that, because it's never fun to be competing against people that have had that much of a head start and you can't do anything. But this one is a idle game at core. It's got idle progression, you get your idle loot and stuff like that. It's got the auto battler type combat with the hex grid that you place your characters on. Up to 5 characters in combat. It's got all the different stuff, sort of modes with your boss battles. You got your arena, you got your labyrinth modes and stuff like that, plus a few extra ones. Now, the thing with this one is as well, where it differs from what AFK Arena was, which was a pure idle game, is that this one has an overworld. It's not like a full open world that you get to freely roam around. It's more enclosed and sort of on rails, but it does have enemies, puzzles and all that stuff where you can go ahead and get some loot. So this one, honestly, a great spin on what idle games are. I've always been a fan of idle games, and this one just sort of expands on it further with an IP that I already enjoy. So if you do enjoy idle games, even if you don't, I think people can get a bit of fun out of this. From the friends that I've had who did sponsorships or anything for this game, they all said that it feels like an RPG. So if you wanted like an RPG playthrough, you can also just use it for that and not stress about sweating too hard. But that is AFK Journey. Like I said, I'm excited for this one. I got the new channel set up for it, and that is coming on the 27th of March. The next one on my list is Reverse Collapse, codename Bakery. Now, this one isn't actually a gacha game. It's a premium game over on Steam. The reason I'm putting it on this list is because it's from the Girls Frontline franchise. Now, this one is releasing on March 22nd, and like I said, it's a premium game on Steam, and it's a tactical turn-based RPG, and it's going to be one of those ones where I'm curious to see how these games get received and how well they do. Last month we had X Astros, which actually seemed to do all right, which was another premium title. The combat actually looked really good. I didn't actually play it myself, but from what I saw, it looked really nice, and I'm curious to see whether this is a direction that some of these gacha companies start to go down, where they're making their general gacha games, and once they get something with a big enough IP, they go down the route of more premium games. I don't know how I feel about it personally. I'm probably not going to play this one myself, but I do think it's a cool thing to see where companies start experimenting with different styles of games for their different audiences. So let me know if you're interested in these types of things. But like I said, this one is set 30 years after Girls Frontline. I don't really know too much about the Girls Frontline story or anything like that, but like I said, I just wanted to put it on your radar for the 22nd of March over on Steam if you guys do want to check it out. Next up is Kingdom the Blood, releasing on March 4th. Now, this is one that I didn't even realize was coming until I did a sponsorship for them, and that's what put it on my radar. This one's not as much of a full-fledged gacha game, but it is like an action RPG game where you're a samurai essentially killing zombies, and yeah, like it's got pretty hard combat. I think this one could be a really nice side game for people if you want to test yourself in some combat, because it is that harder style of combat where you really need to think about what you're doing. But like I said, Kingdom the Blood, maybe a great side game for some people, launching on March 4th. Next, we have another game that you guys are getting used to me seeing in these videos, because we still haven't got an official release date for it, but that is Solo Leveling Arise. I will be playing that game heavily on this channel when it does come out. Now, we don't have official release dates, except that it is in spring. Now, we have heard whispers that there could be a beta, an open beta, starting in March for a full release in April. That is not 100% confirmed. I've been paying attention to their socials. They've been posting an absolute bucket load of just filler nonsense, and I'm really hoping they do give us an official release date soon. But if I had to guess, I could see them doing like a 1-week open beta. The reason is it's Netmarble, and the last game that Netmarble released, at least I think it was the last game they released, was Tower of God New World. Once again, another anime IP, and it had about a week to a week and a half, I believe it was, open beta before it went into the full release. So it seems like Netmarble with these IPs, they're trying not to kill the hype with them by putting in long betas or foreign versions, but they'd still want to do a little bit of testing before they go for the confirmed global release. So I think, once again, hopefully we hear something soon about maybe an open beta for select regions in March, aiming for a release in April. But once again, that is not confirmed. That is just suspicion, but I am getting sick of hanging out for this game, and hopefully it does come out soon. Now, I just wanted to touch on Wuthering Waves. Now, we still don't have an official release date for it, but we do have the beta, which is continually ongoing. Now, I've been thoroughly enjoying the beta myself, and the reason I bring it up is because that there is a new character dropping in the beta, a new banner, in about a day, probably less than a day by the time I upload this video. So you may see a revitalization of people, talking about Wuthering Waves, posting videos and stuff like that with the new character. I myself have been saving some summons, so hopefully I can win the 50-50 and give you guys a bit of a demonstration on the new character in Wuthering Waves. But besides that, like I said, I think the game in its current state in this beta is a little bit off, but we don't have anything confirmed on a release date for the game yet, unfortunately. I'd say at least a month to 3 to 4 months away if I had to guess, but that is a pure stab in the dark, and I really don't know. But I'm hoping this one does come soon as well, because it is incredibly fun. They just got a few little kinks to iron out, and I think it's going to be a fantastic release. And the final game I wanted to mention is Zenless Zone Zero. Now, this is one that there is a lot of very loose speculation going on, so take this one with a massive grain of salt, but I just wanted to talk about it because it is another pretty high profile game, being from HoYoverse. Now, I personally am hoping they take a look at the game and the feedback that people have given through their first beta and do a big revamp on the TV system inside the game. I think the game at its core is really solid. It's just got this problem where the main gameplay loop, at least for the progression side of it, is this TV gameplay, which wasn't overly fun for myself personally. So I'm hoping they do a big revamp, but I have been hearing whispers from people, you see stuff on Twitter, how true it is we don't know, that they could be going into either another beta or a release fairly soon. Now, I wouldn't expect March personally. I'd be more anticipating for something like April, but because it's so up in the air, I just wanted to touch base with you guys on that one, because it's a high profile one with a lot of people paying attention to it. But I feel like it has quietened down I haven't seen many people talk about it outside of some speculation of betas and release dates, basically since Wuthering Waves beta dropped. So I think it's going to be a cycle of those games going in and out, and if they do launch around the same time, I think it'll be very interesting. But that is Zenless Zone Zero. Once again, nothing confirmed, but just some rumors floating around, but I will keep you updated on Zenless Zone Zero when we get more info. So that is it for March of Gacha games releasing, even some non-Gacha games that we slid in there releasing, and the speculation that I have around the other games. If I did miss out on anything, or you have any info on the release dates of any other games coming in March, or hey, even in April, let me know and I can add it to the pinned comment of this one or to next month's video. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.